everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do a walkthrough on my Project Life album, but in particular the pregnancy and birth parts from when I had my little girl back in July. I was going to do a separate album for pregnancy pictures and the birth, etc., but I decided to just keep it within my normal Project Life albums. This is my 9x12 album, which I've had for doing for 2017. I was taking kind of the odd kind of bump pictures and things like that, and it just made sense to keep them all together. I wouldn't have been able to complete it as a different project anyway. It just never got finished. I'm still behind on my normal album, so I thought I'd just put it all together and just have longer spreads for kind of the big events, which is what I've done. Let's start with this then. These baby cards, and there's another one. I've dotted them around, like that one, baby bump, baby shower, things like that. I got in a studio calico kit that I found ages and ages ago. I couldn't even tell you what it was called, if they still do it, but I'll show you. They've got a few different cards, and to be honest I completely forgot about it. So I was doing my kind of early, 3, 4, 5 months pregnancy pictures, and I completely forgot I had this kit. So luckily I found it when I got to kind of 9 months, so I went back and replaced a couple of the cards. These are great, but I had no cravings any different really whatsoever. Baby shower one I used, there's just a double one. Boy girl, I just wasn't a big fan of that one. I don't know why. I think it was the colour of the pink and blue. 9 months, which you can see I've already used there. First trimester. These are quite nice. I might go back and replace these, so like trimester 1, trimester 2, and I think I've used the third trimester in the next page. But like I said, I just completely forgot about it, so I might go back and, if I can remember, add some notes. But I'll be honest, I had kind of a really good pregnancy, so I didn't really have much to report apart from just generally getting bigger and feeling a bit more tired. But hey, that's still life and that's still documenting, so like I said, I might go and replace some of the cards and start to pop those in there, but for now it's as it is. So let's start with June, or the end of June. I knew this was going to be one of my final few layouts before I actually had my baby, because I'm catching up. We're in January now. I did these kind of like November, December time, playing catch up. So these are all using the Studio Calico kits. I've got the date, I've got a few kind of random stories. I'm not a big journaler. If you've seen my videos before and having a look through my other spreads, you'll notice I probably have 1 or 2 cards maximum for my journaling. My handwriting isn't great. My typewriter's in a cupboard, which I should get out more, but journaling, just I feel like I kind of pick the pictures that tell my story. So I did a bit of hidden journaling with this one. So some hidden journaling about my due date. Obviously baby came late, as you're guessing, so there's a bit of journaling there with a picture of me, but I just wanted to hide it just a little bit. So I did a little flip up page, stamped details on a card, just one of these that again would have come in a kit, just a kind of on the back of one of those or the side without any stuff on, and stamped on that and just stapled it to it, so you can still kind of see that there's something there. This tab here is straight from Ali Edwards. Those of you that follow Week in the Life or Day in the Life or any of Ali Edwards' stuff, you'll know that she loves these tabs. I hadn't used them before. I've gone back and added them. I caved. I didn't want to get them, but I caved and thought, you know what, yeah, they're great for things like this. I used this page protector because it kind of just exactly fitted what I wanted with the 6x4 cards for this one, and just did it so you can kind of see that it's a little page turner. And then in July, again, this would have been probably a mixture of the June and July kits because some of the cards worked, some of them didn't. This baby names card was out of the baby kit. If I find it or if it's still available, I will put the description either on the blog or link it below for you. That's the third trimester card. I love that. Don't give up, you're so close. By 41 weeks I was definitely ready to give up, so that kind of was good. That's a good card that fitted, and this is one of my favourite spreads I've done this year. I love this one with the different coloured cards, just kind of picking up the multicolours on the polka dots, and all the pictures have the kind of same tone by accident, so it kind of worked quite well. And again, just a simple bit of journaling with the different days. And then that was my last picture pregnant, and then along came my little baby. This is 7th of July. This was 5th or 6th. I was in hospital. I was in labour for 3 days and in hospital for another few days afterwards. There's probably more spreads than maybe you would have in your own pregnancy or baby album. On this one here, I've done some hidden journaling. I wanted to tell the story of these kind of next few days without having it all kind of written everywhere. I'm not gonna lie, I did have a hard time. I had a hard labour, hard few days in hospital afterwards, so I wanted to just document that, but kind of hidden away. And you can see there it just says the story. The only thing I didn't plan on when I was doing this was that the pull out is behind, which is slightly annoying. So to kind of get it out, you've got to kind of go this way. It's not ideal, I might change it, but I just really simply printed some double-sided journaling on a bit of card. I just put a little "Oh Happy Day," punched out a semicircle so you can kind of still see it, and I just about lined it up that says the story. I again used one of these pocket pages, which are 6x4, 2 3x4s and another 6x4. These are the pocket pages that I used. So it's Real Memory Keepers, 6x12 page protectors, £4.90. Not sure where I got them from, I had them a while, but they just kind of worked for these extra pictures that I had. Some people just put their 6x4s loose in the album, which is great, that's fine, but I also I knew I would have cards that I would want to use for this, so hence why I got these. And again, a tab just to show that it is a smaller page. Oh, look how small she was. I haven't stamped on this side. I'm waiting to find a small enough little stamp. There's a few that fit, but a lot of the stamps, for example, you know, these kind of smaller stamps, they just aren't quite big enough. Sorry, they aren't quite small enough to fit, and I haven't quite found the right one yet, so I'm sure in future kits I'll get something and I'll be like, oh, that'll fit just there. So at the minute it's blank, but that doesn't bother me. It's got the details there. Which actually, I might flip that round because that's more of details than that, but we'll see. And I did a see-through page as well. I somehow ended up with pink. I think it just, all the pictures I printed Jessup's, and because of her pink hat and just the tone of the pictures, they looked a little bit pink, and plus, hey, she's a girl, so you know, you need some pink in there. So, which I kind of left out of that page on purpose, apart from that. But I wanted to bring in the pink on these ones. I've been hoarding that. It was the 6x4 card, flamingo card, and I just cut it down to fit the 3x3 square. I've put the date on a few of them. I haven't really, although that was obviously the 7th, that was the 8th, that was the 9th. Again, I was in hospital for a few days, I know that, so it didn't bother me particularly exactly which date was which. Some more pink cards that I picked out to follow on the theme. Because to be fair, although they're separate layouts, it's all the same story, so just incorporating the colours. I love that quote, "A mind that is stretched by new experience can never go back to its old dimensions." That was more for me, that was just how I felt at the time, so I think when I found that I was like, yes, that's good, that's going straight in there. Now I've stamped the date there in pink, I'm not sure if you can see it, again just to tie the colours in, and a little bit of journaling and just a little bit about coming home. My Stays on ink, I was a bit gutted about that because I'd actually stuck it on beforehand and then stamped it, but my Stays on ink is drying up a little bit. I've had it for a good few years now, so it's about time. But yeah, that disappointed me a bit, but hey, that'll do. It's done, it's in the album. Who cares if it's in the album, hey? And then we've just got the following week, just one page of journaling just to kind of tie in what's happened, occasional date stamp just to show the different days, but I wasn't too bothered exactly what days these were taken on. It was in the vicinity of this week, so I know she's only kind of a week or two old. I'm not sure why I chose gold there. I haven't got gold anywhere else. Might have to change that. Hey, it's in the album, leave it, it's fine. This card I've left blank. There was actually another picture that I wanted to take that I don't think I printed it off for some reason, so that could be a picture in time, or if not, I might fill out just a little bit about the routine that we were having at the time. And then this was Madison's welcome to the world party. I very rarely use alphas, and I just did that on that page. Not 100% sure if I like it, but it works quite well with picking up the pinks. I didn't want to go down the full pink route again, although kind of with the cake, but I noticed there was a lot of green from my dress, the shirt, the garden, so I just thought it was nice to pick out the green bits. Oh, maybe that's why I use the gold, because the gold's here, look. Okay, I might get something gold to put on that side, then it makes more sense. Sorry, sidetracking. Working my happiness like it's a full-time job. This is from an old kit, but I just saved things that I liked. So I've got a little wallet here. Like this card came in an old kit. I'm a cool mom. I wasn't a mom at the time, but I am now, so I can use that for future. That hello I thought about using when she, you know, her birth photos, but I didn't in the end. Just kind of gathered little cards, little embellishments. That one I might use, you know, in future. The little, we didn't know if we were having a boy or a girl, so hence why I've collected boy stuff and girl stuff. Isn't it amazing what clever girls can do? I've just basically hoarded a few things that I know if I've got a story to tell quite specifically about her, whether that be now or whether she's older, those will work quite well. This is a 9x12 page protector, but I didn't quite have enough photos to fill it than other 4 boxes, and it looked a bit sparse, so I just thought, you know what, I just cut it down. It seems silly to have a load of filler cards when there wasn't really a story to it. I know who the people are, hopefully I won't forget them, and they're all family and friends, so there wasn't really much to tell on this. I think the pictures tell the story, so instead of filling it with a load of filler cards, I just cut it off. I've stamped on there thankful, and then as you turn it on the other side, this is kind of going now into when we're going on holiday and things, and then it says this week on the other side. I have got a layout process video for this spread, so feel free to check that out if you want to. So that is my baby and kind of part pregnancy layouts. It's nothing groundbreaking, it's nothing high in creativity, it's just about, for me, getting the pictures in there and telling a bit of the story, whatever that story may be. Any questions, please let me know. Follow me on Instagram, or feel free to leave a comment below, and subscribe if you like this video, and I will see you guys soon. Thank you very much, guys. Bye.